We just finished the episode with Otto Landrum. Yo, this episode was insane. You guys know how we're doing it. We're doing a $100 giveaway every podcast episode to whoever can make the best clip and post it to their social media. Make sure you use hashtag TWS giveaway. On next week's podcast episode on Friday, we'll announce whoever won the best clip from the Otto Landrum episode. So all you clip editors, make sure you enter. That's free $100. Otto, dude's cool. Cool guy. He's 6'9". What else can he ask for? He's a
guy. Just a wholesome guy.
He's a guy.
Hey,
he kept saying he's just a guy. Y'all know what it is. Make sure you like and make sure you comment on this podcast episode. If you're listening to the audio only, make sure you leave a 5-star review if you're on Spotify. And if you're on iTunes, make sure you download this episode. That helps us tremendously. We love you all. And hey, shoot me a DM. I might respond.
Hey, that 31-day basketball thing though, you think that's gonna go down?
So in the podcast episode, you'll see I challenge Otto Landrum to a specific task. A video is coming in the future of me, let's just say, versus Otto. You'll find out more, okay? I want you to watch the podcast episode and find out where the beef started.
I loved it.
My first ever AAU game, I got punched on. 21-0, dude, Dennis. I'm 21-0ing a lot of people.
This guy's different. He's different.
If you put me and LeBron next to each other, you'd
bar for bar.
I don't know how much I can do. Yeah. I like looking at fish.
Would you consider yourself a cultured man?
I try to stay in the loop.
Best ginger of all time.
I could probably give you a top 5. I think he's so sick.
He is.
No, he's so sick. I'm sorry.
He's a good guy.
Oh, he's so sick. Yeah. I hate having to repeat that. So he's just so sick.
I know, and it's hard to talk about. We gotta talk about hard topics.
That's a hard topic.
Dude, we have headphones on. We gotta talk about something hard.
There's a universe where I'm just like destroying everything in here right now.
You're about to get Kyrie Irving.
I know some world history. Sperm donating could be a really good job. When they were losing games, I was rooting for them to lose still. Is that negative?
Can I call my mom? Will you say hi to her?
Yes.
She's an Italian woman. She'll love you, but she'll yell at you.
Hey, hi, Mom. I think the only time I've cried from a loss is just seeing the other people around me crying. When I see someone cry, like I want to cry. It's like the weird. It's like this yawn thing. You see someone yawn, you have to yawn.
True.
When I see someone cry, I'm like, I'm about to start crying. Like, why are you crying right now?
You look up, I'm bawling my eyes on the podcast.
I'd be crying right now.
I saw you signed with Slice Sports Management.
Yes.
What's that mean for you?
It's just gonna help function a lot of my NIL stuff.
Cool. Because
with like this rapid growth thing, I sort of have to monetize it somehow to get some sort of money for doing whatever I do.
Yeah.
And that's what Slice is helping me with a ton. It's just a bunch of good guys like helping me figure out like my way through like this influencer content world while managing to still be a Division I athlete. It's just a really like crazy road.
I'm curious, when it comes to the coaching staff and the players and just overall the students at Boston University, how are people responding to what's going on right now?
The thing is like none of the kids at school really, like I haven't seen any of the reactions because I've been on winter break this entire time. It's happened so quickly where I haven't even seen anyone from my school yet. And I still get like noticed in public, and I always thought it would just be like classmates or something, but now it's like actual like human, like random human beings.
Yeah.
And I think my coaching staff's okay with it. It's sort of funny, like when the video started first blowing up, like all of my coaches were receiving like text messages and Instagram DMs from their friends, and they're like, "Oh my God, like you know this kid?" And they're like, yeah. And it's become such a huge thing that like games are a little bit more crowded. It's actually super cool. I really appreciate what's happened so far.
Yeah, it's great, bro. You're super entertaining, dude. Like of course I didn't see you until after the Hi Mom stuff and the crazy edit. But then I saw your TikToks and your dancing. You got that rhythm. Where's that come from?
I don't know where it actually comes. My mom dances a lot. I used to dance with my mom a ton. I have a bunch of videos on my phone from like the flip cameras, and I would always make dance videos on them when I was little. Like I was like 6, 7 with my sister.
What's the go-to move?
I don't know.
You're in a group?
I'm just moving. Like I just sort of feel it. I just move.
I just
move. I just try to feel it out a little bit.
Yeah, fire. By the way, I like the colorway with the fit, man.
You know, when I dress, I try to put on as many colors as physically possible. I really like being like bright colors sort of stuff. And so like I just try to put on as many bright colors as possible, and I hope it works.
I'm on a black wave right now, dude. I'm a color guy, but I'm just like blacked out.
I think the thing with like dressing is like it's really hard to like find like an equilibrium of like color and stuff like that, and you just sort of, I feel like that's where people struggle to dress.
Where are you shopping? Are you shopping at Saks Fifth or TJ Maxx?
Ooh, I'm going straight to a thrift store. I have to thrift. Dude, that's all I do.
That was a great C answer, dude. That was good.
I actually like everything I'm wearing here is pretty much thrifted, and I love that. I just like not spending a ton of money on clothing.
Yeah, I don't really like spending money.
I think that's probably part of it. Is I hate the money part. Like, let's get that away. Like, let's get free clothes rolling.
What do you study?
And, I'm a hospitality major. I was in political science, but I just realized that like I don't know what I want to do, and so I went to the hospitality world, just like hoping like hotels were cool. But I don't actually know what I want to do with my life at all. So this influencer world sort of like helping me figure out like what I want to do after this. But
you should lean into it, man, for sure.
I've been thinking about trying to lean into it more, but you know, like basketball is always gonna be my main stake. I'm hoping I can go pro in that. But that's probably my biggest thing right now.
Is the NBA on the map for you? In the next couple of years, you're really gonna push for that draft spot?
I don't know. I've talked to some people and they think I could probably play pro. I'm not sure how vocal like the NBA is with that. I'm not sure if I can make that, but I'm trying to at least get some sort of experience in my life where I've just able to play basketball a few extra years and get paid doing that. That just sounds like a blast to me.
Yeah, dude. My first talking point. This was the first thing I wanted to bring up, dude. Overtime Elite deep faked your voice on a post.
That was the craziest thing I've ever had happen in my entire life. I opened my Instagram and I see it and I was like, is there an AI version of my voice already? Like I haven't really talked at all. And then they deep faked it and I was like, what the heck is happening here? I was like, oh my God.
I want the viewers to know that this is actually Otto.
This is really me. This is that sounds really deep fake-ish. Yeah. I'm hoping it's actually me.
He starts to sound like a robot the rest of the... Yeah, I couldn't tell it was deepfake at first, you know.
I mean,
I was like, damn, what's his problem with this other team? You're like, Blue Checks are the best, bro. Like,
I don't even know. Like, I'm sort of in the space. I'm sort of out of it. And I knew some of the teams. I didn't know the Blue Checks were a team at the time. And so I was trying to get used to that. I was like, what the heck is happening here?
Yeah. Duke Dennis wanted to 1v1 you.
That was the craziest. That was also the craziest moment of my life. I watched AMP constantly, like all the time.
They're dope.
They're my favorite like YouTube content creators to watch. So when I was told I had the opportunity to do that, I just took it in a heartbeat. And I'm super happy I did it because I got to meet like Duke and Agent and Davis and sort of shoot the shit with them, which is always awesome.
Groups are kind of the way to do it. Do you find yourself wanting to kind of lean into a group and do something with groups?
I don't know.
AMP?
If that ever happened, I would freak out. Yeah, but I think more of like I just sort of want to show like being like a normal human is like a thing athletes are. Like people are normal. Like even everyone's sort of normal. You have to normalize people, and I wanted to sort of show that like route of just being a person, not the athlete that you sort of like look up to.
Yeah, dude. I forgot the word bucket like 3 podcasts ago. I was explaining this like art gallery thing, and I was trying to find the word bucket, and my guest like brought me to that word. I'm like, damn guys, I'm a human. Like, please, like, live on air, bro. I forgot what bucket meant.
I just want to like, people are normal. Like any sort of space, people are just super normal people. Like I just want that to be known.
That's why I keep the show super goofy, is because I love what you're doing, bro. Yeah,
it's just
gotta be a normal guy.
You just gotta be normal. Like I understand like the world where you look up to athletes, and sort of athletes once they hit like a certain mark, they can sort of become douche-ish.
Yeah.
But like I just wanted to show like at some point these people were like normal. Like everyone's been normal at some point. Every athlete, every superstar was a normal person at some point.
You're the same height as LeBron James. Does that tickle your pickle at all?
That it's sort of actually when I think about it, it's really weird because there's no way that I'm like relatively the same size as LeBron James. That's the
I
thing
think you are, bro.
That's
230, 240.
That's like the weirdest part about this.
Yeah.
Is that like I'm like if you put me and LeBron next to each other, you'd be
bar for bar.
They would be like, oh, okay.
Which one's LeBron?
Exactly. I would probably have to change my hair up a little bit to match him.
So, best ginger of all time on anything. What you locking in with?
I could probably give you a top 5. I'll give you a top 5. I think at 5 I'll go Brian Scalabrine. He's the go-to guy. My 4 would be Matt Bonner. Ooh,
Interesting.
if we're doing all-time everything, oh my goodness, let me think here. Daphne. Daphne from Scooby-Doo is a top 5 ginger.
Okay, we're kind of animated. I like it.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Daphne, she's special.
Yeah, she's super special. I would go Shaggy. They have 2 gingers on that show. Daphne, Shaggy, and then that one chick from Rose from. Oh my God, it's slipping my mind. No.
Good guess.
From. Oh my! I'm having the biggest brain fart ever.
Advanced Auto Parts off of Southwest Street. She's bad.
Oh my God! No. Why am I struggling so hard on this?
Oh, maybe you did, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Jordan movie.
Jordan.
Space Jam. Space Jam. The hot ginger woman.
Oh, okay.
Roger Rabbit's girl. Like I don't. What's her name?
My editor PJ has a picture of her on the screen right now for us. So everybody
You know who I'm saying? That's who I'm thinking of.
Audio only listeners, look it up on Safari. Be
God.
careful what
Oh
you
my
look up,
God.
of course.
I think her last name's like Rose. Something Rose. Is it Rose?
I will say in this Space Jam, I'm blanking now. The bunny. What's her?
JoJo? No, that's a different.
I like her voice. She was always cute. She was always cute to me. As a kid, you're allowed to like animated characters. Can we get that across?
No,
Like,
that's 100%.
it's almost safer to like an animated cartoon
I
character.
think that's true. I
Right.
would agree with that wholeheartedly. I don't think it's that weird as a kid to be like, oh, like I like that person. That's all I'm saying.
That's all we'll say.
That's all I'll say here.
Anime? You like anime?
I'm actually a big Hunter x Hunter fan,
Cool.
and like, it's just hard for me because that's the greatest TV show, anime, whatever you want to call it, I've ever watched.
Yeah.
I want to get into another one, but like, it's just never gonna be as good. Like Hunter x Hunter is like where it like stops.
What I like about anime is everybody has their favorite.
Yeah.
It's nobody can settle on, oh yeah, that's by far the best.
like I just love Hunter x Hunter. It's just awesome.
Yeah. You could be an anime character.
Oh, I'd love to be an anime character. If I did a voice of an anime character, I'd be super happy. Any sort of cartoon, that'd be super sick.
Yeah. You have a good voice. You have an interesting voice.
It's like
good for podcasts.
It's a really weird, deep, like voice. I don't know how to describe it.
Dude, I'll sign you as a co-host right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Free
a
Red
lot.
Bulls.
That's a really good point. You're throwing some stuff my way. I like.
Sweet. Dude, so who in the NBA do you think you could beat one-on-one?
I've actually had this conversation before with my teammates, and like I think this is a hard question because these are the greatest athletes in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But Gorgie Dang, he played on the Spurs last year. I'm not sure if he's
Gorgie Dang.
Exactly. I think I could get Gorgie Dang in a one-on-one. He's like
What's his size?
he's like the same height as me, so like there's a little bit he could probably get me there.
Okay.
But here's my think he's a really bad offensive player. So I just have to play like sort of good defense. I just have to make some tough shots. But I think I have a chance. I give myself a chance versus Gorgie Dang.
Me and you one-on-one.
Like 21-0. This question was asked to me yesterday by Duke, and he was like, "What do you want? Like, what would the score be?" I'm 21-0ing Duke Dennis. I'm 21-0ing a lot of people.
What if I told you I just played Devontae Friga and only lost by 1 point?
I'm still giving myself 21-0. I'm not sure if I'm beating
'cause that's a
Devontae.
huge
I'm
cap.
not sure if I'm beating
Yeah.
Devontae Friga.
You don't think so?
Oh no, he's tough. But I think
He's got a good, this thing.
He's tough. I've been watching.
He
him
like does
forever.
this.
He's
It's
so
crazy.
sick. He's so sick.
Every once in a while he'll do this.
He's sick.
It's insane.
He's sick.
Do you ever do this?
The step back, I'm trying to get it in the bag, but I try to keep my stuff simple.
Sweet. I love that, bro.
It's
My
just-
dad would love you. My dad's a simple guy.
It's just a super simple
Yeah.
basketball. Like
Do you ever do this?
Euro step? No, I'm not a Euro
Not a
step.
Euro?
Yeah. I'm a really
Spin
just
move.
like I'm getting to
Drop step, spin move.
spin move,
Hook.
3-ball hook,
Okay.
backdoor cut,
Backdoor.
open dunks. Like that's really my world.
Dude, I think you would fit right in an NBA.
Like I just want to play simple brand basketball and not do too much, pass the ball pretty well, and move.
Dude, coaches love you. Because you got size, and then the packages you just listed is kind of every coach's dream.
I think the reason coaches like me too is like I have like they always say like the motor thing, but like I just don't stop running. Like I can run forever. It's actually like a weird trait.
You get runner's high?
I'm not in game because I'm so focused and like so emotional the entire time, but like I like running when I'm by myself, like back at home. And like I do like catching the runner's high. It's a great time. Like you just sort of space out in your own world.
Forever.
And I listen to Adele the entire time, so it's just beautiful.
Adele.
Oh, that woman's incredible.
Do we all have the same memory of singing those YouTube Adele videos where it goes line for line and you sit in your dad's office and sing that or
The
something?
karaoke, the thing is that happened more recently for me, is that I've been trying to get into karaoke world because it's a blast doing karaoke, and I only do like Adele and Keisha Cole songs, so I think it works out for me.
You're cultured.
I try to be.
Would you consider yourself a cultured man overall?
I think I try to be as much as possible. I try to stay in the loop with everything. I try to stay up to date, like a little bit funky, a little bit poppy.
Right.
I don't know.
Got it. Like early 2000s R&B.
I try to stay in the loop.
Yeah. Neo every once in a while.
I try to stay in the loop.
Yeah. Usher.
Oh, I try to stay in the loop.
Trying to think of another good one.
Like, there's some guy like 50 Cent. Like that's a tough.
Many men.
Oh my goodness.
Many
He
men.
only has good songs.
Wish death. Okay,
it's a great
He's
song.
good.
He's a good song.
I feel like that's the go-to for any boxer ever. There's Many Men by 50 Cent.
I think there's a chance with that, and then Eminem Till I Collapse.
Oh,
exactly.
I've listened to that so many times that I can hear the first thing, and then I pause it, and I just hear the whole song.
I can think of the whole song right now in my head. It's actually, I love Till I Collapse.
I love this Red Bull right now. I'm gonna be honest, the travel shows are so hard because like today we weren't in our Airbnb for like 6 hours, so I'm like walking around with the luggage with all the equipment, and so when it comes time to the show, I'm just like, I need caffeine.
I know, I hear you. Like that, I feel the same way.
What's your health regimen? So you said you love caffeine. Are you like a health geek too? Do you like eat eggs and turkey sausage?
No. I'm telling you, I'm like just a normal guy. I love fast food. I like drinking caffeine. I like having a sweet treat every once in a while. Like I try to stay as normal as possible. I don't want to change what my body does because I'm not sure how my body's going to react. So I've just kept everything sort of the same my entire life with eating wise.
I think everybody wants to know hamburger or chicken sandwich.
Oh,
there's a right answer.
Okay, but the thing is like if it's a cheeseburger, it's a guaranteed cheeseburger. But you said hamburger. That's different. A hamburger is
true. We can count cheese. I'll count cheese.
Then a cheeseburger is all the way.
Okay, sweet.
Because
cheese smash burger.
The thing is, a cheeseburger is different than a hamburger. A hamburger can have flaws in it. Like it can't be tasty. You can't have this, can't have that. Chicken sandwiches, they can have good consistency. Like they're more consistent than hamburgers. But cheeseburgers are by far the most superior.
You putting cheese on a Chick-fil-A sandwich?
Yeah. As of recently, I've been getting the deluxe. The thing I learned about the deluxe, and I was like, okay, I got to play with this now. Like I have to figure out what the best order is.
You blew up, and then you instantly went to Chick-fil-A.
I went
deluxe.
I got the deluxe. I'm telling you, it's a great play. I think the deluxe has a chance to be the best sandwich on the menu.
Dude, I like your takes. You have good takes.
I love Chick-fil-A. I eat a lot of it.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
Dude, the 12-count grilled nuggets. So listen. 12 count
if
grilled
you get grilled nuggets, you're a weird person.
But put buffalo sauce in it, bro. Because listen, it's gross. I agree with you.
I agree with you right now.
I agree with you. Listen, I'm gonna agree with you that it's gross. But you add a buffalo sauce and you shake it up, bro. You like buffalo wings?
You
like buffalo grilled nuggets?
I'm impartial. No, grilled nuggets are not wings. Those aren't wings.
52 grams of protein though too. After practice, your legs are a little sore.
I'm just getting a full sandwich. I'm getting an 8-count normal nugget because I'm not a freak. Chick-fil-A sauce is Polynesian, and I'm rocking out.
Chick-fil-A and Polynesian?
Yeah.
Sriracha?
No.
Okay.
Bad with spice. Really bad with spice.
Have you ever had Dave's Hot Chicken?
Yeah, I love Dave's Hot Chicken, but I have to get it on mild.
You really are a normal guy.
I'm just a super generic guy.
Okay, you're making food at the house. What seasonings you throwing in there?
It's like let me like really think through this.
Yeah,
So like
feel free.
salt, pepper is always consistent.
Yeah.
Garlic powder, onion powder, love those two.
Yeah.
With eggs, I put dill weed in it.
Me too.
I really like dill weed. That's
Starting to like you a lot, bro.
And then I think celery salt's always really good if you don't want to use normal
Haven't
salt.
used it.
I love celery salt. And then I use this thing called Lowry's. And
Lowry's seasoned salt, bro.
And I use that. I
Uh-huh.
love Lowry's.
Dude, just two white guys talk about seasonings. I love it. Dude, when you spell white, is it YT or is it WHITE?
WHITE, but I saw a guy in my comment section put the YT and everyone thought I had a YouTube. And so that became a really
Why don't you have a YouTube?
I actually do have a YouTube, but it's only my high school highlights. And it has like 12 views.
I would go check that, bro.
It's
I'd
pretty,
go check that.
It's pretty funny. Like it's just like a weird picture of me from like high school that after I won a chess match that me and my friend took a photo.
Oh, you play chess?
I love chess.
I love chess.
I'm not like the best in
Me
the world,
neither.
but I play it a ton.
Yeah. Like I know how it moves. I know how to trap, here and there. I kind of understand. I know how to castle.
Yeah, like I get that.
But I'm not going to memorize all the openings like some freak.
One of my teammates is super good and it like pisses me off and I want to be better than him, but he's just like learning the game out of it.
What's his name?
Miles Brewster. He actually like he's been pissing me off recently. He's like 1300 right now.
Elo? 1300 Elo?
Yeah, and he's good.
What's your
dude.
Elo?
I'm like 1,000.
You're a little bit better than me.
But
I'm 7.
He's cracked, dude. He's not a 1300 player. He won like 16 matches in a row on one of our bus rides, and I was like, okay, you're different. Like you're sick.
Yeah. Are you playing blitz games or what are you running? 15 minutes?
In class, I'm on the 5-minute blitz.
Okay.
When I'm out of class, 10-minute.
Yeah.
But like
You do 15-10 or you do 10 minutes straight?
just 10 minutes straight. I do it flat out. I don't like having the extra time because I sometimes like winning off of the person not being able to play their pieces quick enough.
I hate that. I feel like everybody here that was here for basketball just clicked off as soon as you started talking about this.
I'm a chess guy.
King's Pawn, Queen's Pawn, what are you rocking with?
I'm a King's Pawn Italian. I play Italian.
Italian?
I play the Italian
Yeah.
or I play the Star of India. Or yeah, no, India. Oh, whoa, Indian defense.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. My buddy's cracked at chess.
I know a few guys that are nice, and I'm like, I'm a little bit jealous. Like it's like the coolest game to like. I think it's like the coolest thing to be good at.
Yeah. It's on the we just did a new podcast cover. By the way, I just want to say specifically, shout out to Kenneth Rosa, the guy who made the podcast cover. Dude, I love you. I'm so happy with the way it looks. If you're on the audio only platform, you're looking at it right now. There's a little chess thing in front of me, It's just vibes.
Looking cerebral.
Yeah, right? I was like, I want to perplex the viewer where I look like this Andrew Tate red pill guy, and then you click on it, and I'm just like this goofball.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
I actually like that. Just a big juxtaposition.
Juxtaposition. Dude.
What a word.
Words.
What a word.
Words.
What a word.
I had an app for a long time that like taught me words every day, and then I stopped.
My high school basketball coach would have a word of the day every day, and he would say some crazy long word, and the only one that I can really sort of remember is juxtaposition. I've used it ever since.
Today's rebound. You guys can't get a fucking rebound.
Oh my God, I love that guy. I miss my high school coach.
Why?
He's just the best.
He's the GOAT.
He's just the
Did he
guy.
develop you? Did he turn you into what you are?
He's just the guy. He did do that. He's really sweet.
Love that.
He's a good dude.
I have this core memory from 9th grade. I just finished open gyms from 8th grade with the high school, and then I played JV freshman year. And I'm just this kid. I have no respect yet. I don't know what I'm worth. I had Coach Rego, and we were doing this drill where we were cutting off baseline. Instead of just cutting off baseline, I also drew an offensive foul during a drill. Like I'm an idiot. It just kind of happened. I purposely did it, and he was like, "Yes, yes." And he picked me up and he's like, "Everybody, look at what he just did."
That honestly is a sweet
I earned my keep.
That's a sweet memory.
Yeah. You have a memory like that?
Oh, I think my first dunk in middle school was probably the coolest one. But
you were the middle school dunker.
yeah, I was able to dunk pretty early in middle school. Like it's like I feel like that's the biggest.
You
flex
dunk on people. You're a bit of a freak. You dunk.
I have some baby bounce. I would say
Baby
that.
bounce?
I have some dunks that I can do that are pretty cool.
LeBron James sized individual with baby bounce is pretty insane to me.
The thing is like I've never thought of myself as this like uber athlete. And then my teammate Miles Brewster, once again, shout out him. He's the greatest human in the world. He was like, you can jump really high. And I was like, can I? And I was like, okay, I'll start doing this more. And then like it just sort of became more of a force of habit recently.
You've never trained verticality?
Oh no, I trained it, but like I never thought I had a lot. Like I never like been like, oh wow, I jump really high. Like that's never been a thing of mine. But then my teammate, he was like, you jump really high. Like you should do that more.
When somebody else says it, it internalizes, and you're like, yeah,
like that. Yeah, let me try this a little bit more.
yeah. Like when I get called handsome or something like
exactly.
that. Yeah. It's never happened, but I'm still waiting. Like once it happens, I'll probably.
It's happened. I know you don't.
Really?
I know it's happened,
dude.
I know it's happened.
This podcast.
I know it's
this
happened.
is a good one. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I just know it's happened.
You get called handsome quite a bit.
My mom.
I'd assume so.
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah, she's a good lady.
Yeah.
Shout out my mom.
Shout out, mom. Hi.
Hi, mom.
Yeah, I was waiting. Okay. We were only 33 minutes until he said hi, mom. So. You got any other phrases that you say with the boys?
Oh, oof.
For shizzle? You heard me?
I throw out one-liners every once in a while. That's all I really have in me sometimes. It's just one-liners a lot.
I have this new thing where with my girlfriend, I say something very romantic and I act just super serious after I say it, where we'll just be eating dinner and I'll be like, I fall in love with you more than the stars shine in the sky. And then I'll just act normal after that. I've been like love bombing just every once in a while. It's my new thing.
I like that.
It's like love bombing, but just for one phrase.
Yeah, I think that's really that's a nice, genuine thing. Like, if that happened to me, I would be like, oh, awesome.
I want to start testing it on the boys. Like, be like, bro, you're just the greatest friend I've ever had. You've really, taken me through hard times, and then just go straight back to playing ball or hoops. Just drop that.
I feel like they'd appreciate that a lot. Yeah. Like that's like I would be like, wow, okay, I'm blushing.
Do you have any friends that have been with you since early on, since the start? That's just like, that's my boy.
Like I have like, the thing is I have a bunch of friends, but like I don't really hang out with a bunch of people. I think like my closest friend, like growing up, his name was Luke Grebe. He's a blast. He's an awesome kid now. He lives back in Colorado. I don't see him as much, but every single day. So we met at a fifth grade field day. His friend wore a singlet like for wrestling. And I was making fun of this kid for wearing a singlet for wrestling at a fifth grade field day. And my friend Luke, before I even knew him, like joined in with me and we just became best friends after that.
Damn.
And then we became like, we started trying to live stream Balloon Tower Defense and he became my best friend with that. And then I would go over to his house. Neither of us had like good Wi-Fi or like a new console. So we would go to his house, we'd go on his Xbox 360, we'd play 2K12 and we would just draft like teams on fantasy draft. I hung out with Luke every single day when I was little.
2K12, what team you rocking?
I was a Spurs guy again. Once again, you have one guy.
Y'all were great.
Oh yeah,
y'all were good.
Those guys.
Y'all were
those guys had it. Those guys had it.
Y'all slammed Miami Heat.
Those guys had
LeBron who?
Oh, those are some good players.
Ginobili, no hair.
That guy's sick.
Tony Parker jumping off the wrong foot.
Ginobili's so sick.
He is.
Oh, he's so sick. I'm sorry.
He's a good guy.
Oh, he's so sick.
Yeah. He's like every soccer player's favorite player.
He's just so sick.
Yeah.
I hate having to repeat that. So he's just so sick. He's so sick.
Yeah.
I just love Manu Ginobili.
What is he?
He's so sick.
He's so sick.
He's so sick.
So that's your favorite player on the Spurs since when?
No, probably my favorite player is Matt Bonner. I think
you're locking in with Matt Bonner.
I've been locked in with Matt Bonner.
Okay. You remember the play? You know what play I'm going to bring up?
Actually,
Matt Bonner.
I don't know what player you're actually going to bring up.
It was at the rim. And it was versus probably the greatest player of all time.
Braun?
Yeah. You remember that?
I thought that was Thiago Splitter.
Oh, it was Splitter. My bad. Yeah. He knows his. He's like,
I'm a hoop grid guy.
He's like,
I'm a hoop grid guy. I know what I'm doing here. Like I love that basketball knowledge.
Do you feel like you memorize the plays when you play against a college team?
Oh yeah, no, like you
could recite.
I'm deep in like those playbooks of those teams. Like I'm watching a lot.
You guys are so Boston University. Let's talk about your team, bro. What's practice like?
Just good vibes with the
Good
guys. A lot of defensive. Like
What y'all working on right now? Is there any
Ton of
specialists that you're focusing on right now?
ton of defense.
Ton of defense?
We're trying to be a good defensive team. I think that's
attractive.
that's really what I'm pushing for with the team is being
Cool.
really good defensively and just moving the ball offensively and just playing the right way. I just want to play the right way.
Who's the captain?
Miles.
Miles.
He's
Miles
a leader.
Birdster.
He's a leader.
Is he the guy that's in your videos sometimes that dances?
Yeah.
That is him?
He has like the freeform dreads. Yeah.
Okay,
that's
cool.
him. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy.
Yeah. What makes him so good?
He's just he's like a smart, dresses really well. Like if I had like a daughter, I'd be like, I want you to marry Miles Brewster.
See, that's what when you're looking for a best friend, it's like,
Miles is a great guy. I just have to keep saying that. He's a good dude.
did you know he opened up a bunch of ice cream shops as well?
I wouldn't put it past him. He's a great
Roosters, you like it?
dude.
Roosters? Are you an ice cream guy?
A huge ice cream guy. Huge ice cream guy. Oh my god, Ben and Jerry's. Oh my god, catch
Ben
me
and
on
Jerry's, okay.
If I'm not spending
You eating the whole thing though?
oh yeah, first I'm a pint warrior.
Gosh, you are a hooper.
I just
like
eat
that bag of Skittles pops out on the bus. You know you're getting 50.
I eat Sour Patch Kids pregame.
Sour Patch,
Yeah, those are. That's not
watermelon.
The watermelon ones were good for a little bit, but I sort of over exerted that when I was in middle school. Like they released the watermelon only, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna run this dry, and I sort of have now, and it sort of bothers me now that I eat watermelon.
You suck the sugar off and then eat it, or
No,
you eat it?
I'm just straight chill.
Okay, you are a normal guy.
That's freakish. That's like
is.
Dahmer-esque. Like that's John Wayne Gacy sort of vibes.
I had this from when I was a young kid. Shout out Kale. I love this kid. He's on the spectrum, but for some reason he loved sucking the salt off pretzels.
Oh,
but he wouldn't eat the pretzel, and so there would be a whole box right next to the pretzels of just sucked on pretzels.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
actually.
Shout out Kale, man.
That's I'm gonna
Kale.
try this
Yeah,
now.
he probably knew something we didn't.
He probably knows something.
Bro knows something.
He for sure knows
Yeah.
something.
Such a good kid.
He sounds like a good guy.
Especially with like all the like Elon Musk being on the spectrum and stuff. It's like, are us normal guys the ones with the problems?
We have a manager that's on the spectrum, and he might be the smartest person I've ever met.
Exactly.
It's like actually
Because they're able to lock in. They're not thinking about
any
skyline. They're thinking about this.
They have like this one thought, and I'm like, wow, like that's really impressive, actually. I'm like that's like crazy that you know that.
I know this autistic kid that you can say any date of any year, in seconds he'll tell you if it's a Monday.
Yeah,
Tuesday,
that's
Wednesday,
exactly
Thursday,
the
Friday.
same with my manager.
Crazy.
He goes straight to the wall. He puts his head on the wall, and he'll go, and then he'll turn around and he'll tell us a day. And I'm like, this is the most remarkable thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You're a human calculator.
Dang. What can I do? What do I do?
Like I don't know. I don't know how much I can do. Like I like looking at fish. Like that's like
You look at fish?
Oh, I love
That's your thing?
I love the aquarium.
And you just look at them?
I go look at the fish.
If you could do something else with the fish, what would you do?
Like I'm not sure. Like touch a
'em?
fish. Like,
Touch it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I'm not sure how much more you could really do with fish.
Right?
Hang out with them.
Create a cult following of fish?
I think you could actually do that. Some fish are pretty smart, dude.
Yeah. Boston, dude, is the ocean ever able to swim in? Because it's like freezing.
Okay.
nuts.
Okay. I went to the beach for the first time in Boston this summer. I don't like it. People talk highly on it. The water's pretty cold. Like I was expecting that anyways. But the sand isn't right. The sand in
hurts.
Florida and the sand in like California where there's like real beaches.
Soft.
Nice, soft. It gets warm sometimes, so you have to walk a little bit quicker, or you leave your shoes on, you leave the socks on. Here it was just bad. It was like grainy. I didn't like it. I didn't really like it at all.
Yeah, living in Florida for the past 13 years, the beach just doesn't excite me anymore. When I go to the beach, it's like to get hammered. I'm going to be honest. Play spike ball,
I hear you.
play volleyball, get a little tipsy. That's the only reason I'm going out to the beach.
I hear you. I'm a big ball guy myself.
Big spike ball?
Yeah, I love spike ball.
Aren't they making that professional? Aren't they taking that kind of serious?
There's like college level spike ball now.
Have you seen U-ball?
I haven't seen U-ball. What's U-ball?
It's
you might if you describe it to me, I might be able to like get
frats.
behind it.
It's popular in frats. It's a basketball game that's kind of like ultimate frisbee. So no dribbling. You get 3 steps. It's
I've seen
about
this.
8,
I've
9
seen this
feet.
on TikTok.
Yeah, and you can set up full court or play half court, you can shoot. It's like 5 points, or there's a different point system. Dunks are only 1 point because it's a lower rim.
I hear you.
I don't even think you'd have to jump.
Oh no, but like once
You'd body some.
I can stay on the 9 foot and be flat footed. So I think I could probably.
Damn.
Yeah. I have some long arms, dude.
Do you really?
Yeah, I think.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think so. Like I'm like an
Golly.
ape. Like it's weird.
Yeah,
Dude, we're just advanced monkeys.
of course.
That's weird. Like I was thinking about that a few days ago. I was on my airplane back from. We just played at school in DC, and I was like, okay, we're on our plane back, and I was just looking at people. I was like, we're all just like super advanced monkeys.
For sure.
And I was like, that's weird.
Basketball team, that's kind of funny, but everybody has long arms in basketball because with basketball, I feel like that's the most length is so important in basketball.
It is
fighting that if you're more monkey, you have to fight or do basketball
I hear it.
or wide receiver.
Yeah, they can.
What reach? What else is good for reach?
UFC.
Yeah, UFC. What else?
I'm trying to think of long reach, like grabbing stuff off the top shelf.
Yeah, and like Walmart's.
That's pretty important.
Good and gather at Target.
That happens way too much now. I'm hoping
You
like
get that a lot.
I get the.
You play basketball?
You play basketball? Oh, at Boston, yeah. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, can you grab? I'm like, okay, yeah, I will, but like, I don't want to.
Dang.
Like,
Do you ever say that?
no,
Like, I
no,
will,
no.
but I
I'll
don't
always
want
do
to.
it. I'll always
Okay.
do it. But in my head, I'm like, I don't want to grab this right now.
You're using me.
You're using me right now. You didn't want to actually ask me those questions before.
Right.
That-
You didn't provide any love or value to me.
You didn't provide. Like, you said the same thing that every person says to me when like.
Are you excited to be a dad?
I'm super excited to be a dad. That's actually like my dream goal.
Awesome.
I want to be like. I'm not sure when I want to be a dad, but it's for sure like gonna
Yeah,
be.
you got plenty of time, dude. What are you, 19?
Yeah, I'm 19. So like I have plenty of time to think about it and like
Yeah.
let's figure this out. But like being a dad's super cool.
Yeah, because it just gives you purpose.
I just look like I look at something I created every day and like
Right.
it has its own free will. That's crazy.
You think you are going to try to find a woman that's a ginger as well?
I'm
Is
not
that, are you
sure.
locking in?
I'm not sure if I'm one.
You're either doubling down or you're not.
I don't think I'm gonna double down.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think a ginger.
Two blondes make a ginger a lot, right? Isn't that how it works? What
I don't know. My dad and my mom are neither
Not
have
blonde.
any ginger
So you're
or
just
blonde. Or my mom's blonde, but like dirty blonde. My dad's straight black hair.
So you're
And
just
then
a
I
gift.
came out just like this unicorn. My parents aren't even that big.
I was gonna say because you have a video with your mom and she's so short.
She's tiny. She's like
Well, at least next to you.
She's like 5'7", so she's like above
Normal
woman
height,
average.
yeah.
But like my dad's like 6 foot maybe, and then I'm 6'9". Like it's really weird. Like the family dynamic, it looks a little weird.
Yeah.
But I have enough evidence to show that they're my parents where I don't think
Sweet.
I'm adopted anymore.
It's like I got papers.
like I have proof. It's in the pudding here.
One of my best friends is adopted, and I rag on him a lot about it
I do.
every time I see him.
I have a group of friends, and both of them they're twins, and they're adopted, and I always ask them a bunch of questions. No, they're sperm donor babies. That's what I always.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah,
I would
and they're
definitely
sperm
roast them.
donor twins,
I would roast them more.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
I do ask them a lot of questions.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I get an ad a lot out in Florida. It's like, are you in the Orlando area and want to make $60K a year? Become a sperm donor.
I've seen those, and I've thought about it consistently.
True.
Like, think about it. That's
Yeah.
not that crazy. That's not that crazy.
Yeah, but you're signed to Slice now, so you're probably gonna. You don't need to donate sperm.
I don't need to
You
donate sperm, but like sperm donating could be a really good job.
Yeah. Do it twice a week. I don't know if I have that.
I do it
just
like
kidding.
6 times.
Bro tripled it real quick. He said about 6.
I could get I could get a job done here.
Otto, we don't need any more, bro. The office is closed.
We're fine, guys.
You sure? I just made this 1 minute ago.
I'm ready.
This was straight out of the car, dude.
I think I could sell mine a little bit more expensive too.
Yeah. 6'9" is
6'9" is a good genetic part.
Yeah. Is 69 funny to you?
I've actually like recently started finding it way funnier.
Cool.
Way.
That's like, but that's the season you're in.
Yeah, it's just like I find that so funny.
What's your horse? No, I'm just kidding. What? Yeah. When were you born? What is your birthday?
April 5th, 2004.
Aries.
Aries.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm an Aries.
I'm an Aries too. That's why I know that.
Yeah, totally.
My birthday was
I don't know
April
what
3rd.
any of it means. Like when people ask me like my moon, I throw out the date that I was born, but like I'm not really
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you're expecting me to say. Like, I don't know what you really want out of me.
Right. So I dislike horoscopes, but I got to give credit where credit's due. I had this girl guess my horoscope, my rising, and my moon, and then went ahead and proceeded to tell me my like worst insecurity ever and kind of like pointed it out because of those 3 things.
I'd shit myself.
And I was like, oh my. And she waited. She like learned. She didn't just guess it. She studied me and kind of figured it out. And then a couple weeks later, she's like, okay, I figured it out.
I'd shit myself.
Yeah.
I'd be
crazy.
I'd be freaked the fuck out.
I believe it.
I would be crying. Yeah. I would cry.
I wonder how much like
you have
time it takes to learn.
How I don't
because you have to know everything.
I don't know how you get that down to a science.
Crazy.
I don't know how you get that down to a science.
Stars.
Like, why are we looking at the stars like that though?
Too much light pollution in Boston for stars.
So way too much. I've actually discussed this quite a bit. The light pollution sucks.
Mm-hmm. Well, so Colorado and a small town in California, right?
Small town in Colorado and San Diego, California.
Oh, so not so small town.
Yeah, not so small.
San Diego, you a fan?
Oh, huge.
Huge fan?
Oh, huge fan of San Diego.
Y'all got any clouds over there? No clouds?
Early morning, there's some fog, and then it's pretty much clear.
UFOs? Colorado, though.
Colorado, mad UFOs. There's a lot of UFOs there. I wholeheartedly believe in aliens.
Oh, yeah.
There can't not be.
Well, apparently, science, they say, literally, I can't remember the exact statistic, but millions, gazillion galaxies are being created every second. It's like, eventually, something's got to repeat, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Otto Landrum just also did a Hi Mom in a different year. It's like, oh!
The unlimited universe theory, where it's like, we are doing this, but I say a different word. There's 100 different universes where this is happening. There's a universe where I'm just like destroying everything in here right now. Exactly.
Dude, you're 6'9". That's terrifying that you said
There's
that.
a world where I'm like 5'1" doing this, and like I'm destroying everything. You pick me up and throw me out the window.
True.
Unlimited.
We're 6 floors up, dude.
This is unlimited universe.
If you had to be a superhero, what would you be?
Superhero, superpower.
Superhero.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to pick a character.
Invincible.
Oh my gosh. Good answer, bro.
Invincible. Like,
yeah.
He's the smartest dude in the universe.
I'd be Omni-Man. Yeah.
He's the smartest dude in the universe. Yeah, he's the strongest dude in the universe too. I would be invincible. Actually, like, let me take that back. Like, I would want to die at some point. Is that bad? Like,
not at all.
Like, I feel like I just couldn't live like thousands of years.
You're just woke. You just know what's going on.
Like, defending the world for thousands of thousands of years. Like, it could be cool, but at like some point you're like,
seeing your
this
human
is such a
mom,
shitty day job,
right? Like your human mom.
Like, you're like,
first 100 years of life, you lose your mom. Like,
yeah, like,
that's not worth it.
You're gonna like go through so much love and love. Like, that's hard.
Yeah.
I would rather be like a Hulk. I think a Hulk would be fun.
Okay.
That'd be a good time. Or like a Thor, because I don't think gods die, right? Gods don't die. Like, unless like Kratos gets to them.
I've never met a god personally.
Yeah.
I mean, Thor's dad like phased into his next life.
But he has a hammer that shoots like lightning bolts. I mean, that alone
That'd be
is
pretty
enough to lock in with.
I think I could do Thor. Yeah, I would be Thor.
What about Captain America? Is that a close one?
No.
Okay.
I would hate to be that guy.
I'd like to be Batman, just so I can be like, I'm with y'all, but I'm still able to be a normal guy.
Like, yeah, I get that, actually.
Like, I shoot a podcast during daytime, and then at nighttime, I'm out here with y'all with my high tech.
I want to see like a woke, more modern version of Batman, because that's for sure what
Sign
he
me up.
does. He's just like Gary V. Batman's Gary V.
Why?
He owns a big corporation. I bet you in like this new world that we're in, if he's not in Gotham, he's for sure on a podcast.
True. Yeah. And he's cutting
Alfred.
off both his arms and legs to be 25 years old again.
He's not like he's a smart guy.
He would
I would listen to that.
He'd rather be.
I would listen to Bruce Wayne. That's a smart.
Would you listen to Bruce Wayne if he told like
If I didn't know he was Batman, I'd still probably listen to him. You'd have probably some pretty badass stories.
he's respectable. The reason I like Batman is the jawlines. Every Batman has a different
dude.
style jawline.
That's a handsome dude.
Yeah.
You have to be a handsome dude to play Batman.
Yeah.
You ever thought about playing Batman?
Dude, I've waited for you to say that this entire pod. I would definitely play Batman for free. They could save so much money. They could save so much money, and then just because I could sign a contract, NIL.
Fair. Like you could do a lot out.
Name, image, and likeness.
I'd just be that would be the Batman guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be so sweet.
If you had to go against a superhero in basketball that you could maybe beat, who would it be?
Black Widow?
Dang.
Yeah, Black Widow.
Is it because she's a girl?
No, like she's not scoring a bucket. Like she's like,
Oh yeah.
she's from the middle of a village in like Russia.
And it took her way too long to get her own movie too.
Yeah,
so.
she's like probably like 5'1".
Yeah.
I'm doggy. I'm
Yeah, you would
21-0.
dog her. You would dog her.
She might beat
For
the
sure.
shit out of me. That's
Yeah.
for sure gonna happen.
She might do some cool like flips.
She's not getting on the rim. Like I'm beating the shit. I could probably pull a little bit better. I think I might. Hawkeye's a sharpshooter. I can't do that.
Yeah,
one.
he's not missing.
He's not missing. I think I could get Tony Stark out of the suit. In the suit, fuck.
No.
War Machine's sort of a pointless superhero.
Yeah, War Machine. No,
I think
War
I
Machine wouldn't
think I
beat
got War
anyone.
Machine in the. I think I got him for sure.
Are you a Marvel guy? While we're on the subject, you watch?
Yeah, and I dab.
Me
I
too.
was a big WandaVision guy when that first came out.
The show?
Oh, I could beat
Yeah.
the shit out of Vision. Oh, I could beat the
Damn.
shit out of Vision. And
Damn.
he's like knows everything. He would know every move. I'm still getting a bucket on him.
Do you run into guys like that where it's like, dude, am I playing Vision? Where you're
I'm
like, this
not-
guy's different.
I'm-
He's different.
There's some guys that I'm like, okay, like that's suspect that you know that, but like, it's all like an instinct thing. It's
Yeah.
actually really weird. Some guys' instinct.
I hate getting cookied.
Yeah,
Nothing's
it's
worse than you're going and then it just gets popped out.
No,
and
that's
they're
actually-
already
that-
down the
that
other
is
way.
the worst. That is the worst feeling in the world. That's why I just stopped dribbling the ball up the court. I just give it to someone else. I don't want to deal with that pain.
Yeah. Have you overcome getting blocked? Because I've noticed with you, you'll like go up and it'll be a contested and then you just flip it out and grab it again and then put it back up.
My offensive rebounding is actually like my favorite trait. Like I don't know what it is. I
Dude,
love
you're-
offensive rebounding.
You're averaging a high rebound, bro.
I know like 6 rebounds a game, but I think it's like 2 offensive boards a game. That's pretty solid for a guy.
Do you flex your rebounds after the game? Like in the bus, are you saying I got 12?
No, I don't actually really. In high school, I had a game where I was like, holy shit, that was a lot of rebounds.
Yeah.
And I talked about it a ton. But it was mostly because I thought I sucked that game. And then my coach was like, you had like 30 rebounds, dude. Like, I don't know why you think you suck.
Oh.
I was like, oh, okay. Like, it's cool.
I was watching some podcast interviews to prepare for our show. And one thing you brought up is that you never really get down on yourself in game. And how do you kind of keep that composure when you're not doing so hot?
It's just like you got to realize that, like, we all die at some point. Like, why be
True.
sad about something that you are enjoying loving right now? Right? Like, you
Right.
love this thing. Like, why would you want to, like, be so negative that you're like, fuck, like, I hate this thing? You
Yeah.
love it. Why would you want to be
Dude,
down about that?
You're 19. How have you thought of that? That's
It's
crazy.
just like simplistic things in your mind.
Yeah. You're a
I
simple
think
guy.
A simple guy.
Yeah.
You can't
I'm
be
23. Is that old?
mad. No, 23.
'Cause
23.
You'll be 23.
I'll be 23.
You'll
one
be
day, too.
23.
Like, I can't call anyone old. I actually don't think I can call anyone old.
Cool.
I know some old people, dude.
But every once in a while at the park, there's some old heads. I won't say you're old. I'll say you're an old head.
Yeah,
old
there's
head.
old heads for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
They don't play. They just hold a radio.
There's a guy that at the place where I used to play pickup, and he's like 60, and he still hoops with us, and I pick him up every time. Like, it's just like
And they're so good.
it's a good vibe to have.
Yeah.
I watched this video actually of this guy in New York, and he was in a Santa costume, and he might have been 70, and he was giving this kid buckets, and I was like,
You sure it wasn't like Kyrie Irving with
"Oh
the mask
yeah,
on or
no,
something?
I'm 100% sure this guy was doing this. He was just throwing it. It was I need to find the video.
Sounds like Kevin Love.
It was the most.
This throw?
It's.
Do you like Kevin Love?
I love Kevin Love.
Yeah.
Kevin Love's just a guy that you have to love. I actually I like his game a lot. I
Yeah.
think it's very similar to mine.
It is. You
Kevin-
guys have very similar post packages. Right there at the mid range, the way you guys pop off at people. No?
I've never actually really like realized my game's really like now you have me thinking like about
Yeah.
Kevin Love highlights.
That's what I was called back in the day. I had one coach that I was just like a 6'1", like I said, 8th grade, freshman year. I was just I was tall, and then I just remained that tall. But he always called me Kevin Love.
That's a bad compliment
Right.
when you're like thinking about it as a in hindsight. That's really
Yeah,
that's
now that
a
I'm older.
That's a genuine guy.
Yeah, I see him at the gym every once in a while.
He gives you that's a great comparison.
Yeah,
That's a
he's-
great
what's up,
comparison.
love?
to have. That's tough.
Yeah,
I would love that.
he's one of those old guys though in the gym that's just like he's a little creepy.
He talks too much.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Actually, like verbatim. Like I know those type of people.
for sure. There's some old guys. They live in the gym.
They're just old dudes. Like, I can't really get mad at them for asking all these
They've been
questions.
through something.
Yeah, they're just trying to like share their love for the game. I'm like, oh, cool.
I've kind of gotten to a point where I used to be so hard on my parents for not being like perfect or amazing at, like you're just hard on your parents sometimes. And I've realized that this is kind of their first time,
Yeah,
you
like,
know?
my parents, there was a big age gap, but my parents were like, sometimes I was like, oh, this like sucks, but they're great people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're learning just as at the same time as me. Like, I get it.
For sure.
You
So
just
you're being a dad for the first time.
like,
Cool.
I can't get mad at you.
Yeah.
This is your first time having a son. Like,
Yeah, dude.
this guy, I'm sorry I yell so much.
My dad actually, we were setting up for the show. I literally have footage of me getting this text. I think we were sitting down waiting for you. He just randomly sends me, way to get on the boards though. I was like, I'm not playing basketball. But hold on, he sent an attachment.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
it's a random basketball highlight with what song? Till I Collapse,
I
Eminem.
collapsed. I'm
Dude.
just telling you.
Crazy
It's
callback.
the most famous song for like any sort of hoop tape.
Eminem made some of the best music and albums of all time. And then just the last couple albums he released
Don't talk
missed.
about it.
I know. And it's hard to talk about. We got to talk about hard topics.
You don't. That's a hard topic.
Dude, we have headphones on. We got to talk about something hard. Like, we got headphones on, dude.
I think the thing about Eminem is that like he just had such a good peak. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's like he's Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
There's like a few year stretch where I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be the greatest guy ever, and then something happened.
Yeah. Have you had injuries? Have you?
I broke my ankle one time. That's
Broke it?
Yeah,
Fractured or clean break?
fracture.
Fracture.
It,
Fractures are worse sometimes.
the tendon pulled off of my ankle. Yeah, so like I had to like go on a boot for like 3
sounds
4
horrible.
months. Yeah, I came back better than ever.
Sometimes getting an injury allows you to take a step back and be more grateful for.
It was
Getting
really
back
early
into
in my
it.
career, so I was sort of like, I've been sort of happy with my injury luck recently.
Cool.
Knock on friggin' wood.
Of course, always.
But like, I think I'll stay relatively healthy. I try to avoid the, like you can break your leg sort of things.
Maybe I shouldn't jump here.
Yeah, exactly.
You ever have that thought when maybe a really bouncy guy,
I
a
had
good
that-
guard, are you like, I'm not gonna jump?
Uh,
Or are you a jumper?
I try to jump.
What would Matt Bonner say?
I jump with everything, but
Love
like
it.
sometimes I'll be like, oh, he's about to punch this. Get your hands down quick so it's not as bad. I've done that before. My first ever AAU game, I got punched on. Off the backboard lob, I was just standing down there.
Off the backboard lob.
Yeah,
Well-
it was brutal. It was some guy that's like was from the heart of Chicago. He had a bunch
lob?
of Division I offers, and I was like,
Yeah.
is this my world? Like, do I want to be in this world?
Getting lobbed on doesn't really count though, right? Like, because it's half. It's half. No? Because it's kind of like, I didn't know you were going to get such a good pass.
Like, I hear you with that, but like at the same time, like you could still avoid.
You're counting it if you do it, right?
Yeah.
If you catch the lob and don't go somewhere, you're counting it.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Like, I don't
oh
get
my
it.
god, I punched that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, no, yeah. Like I think a lob, it's probably a little bit worse. Like you see the ball going up, you're like, oh, I have to go get that, and then you just see some other person flying out of nowhere, and you're like, shit.
Yeah. A lot of people have never experienced that.
There is a few people that I've never like. There's actually
Yeah.
quite a bit of people that have never.
Somebody sees a lob, oh, I'm going to go get that. Like, for me, that's more of like, I'm going to get that and then lay it up.
I hear you.
Or I'm going to like pass it back to him and he's going to get a good bucket.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I can, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a
Yeah, I
good
can
play.
do- yeah.
That'd be a good play.
Speaking of, bro, so I've done this video. I make YouTube videos as well outside of the podcast. And this is the most well-received one. And it's made me super happy. It was our favorite project, me and Joey behind the camera, where I trained like an Olympian runner for 31 days straight.
That's not.
Yeah, it was nuts. An attempt to run a sub 5-minute mile. Crazy. Ethereal experience. Ethereal, you like that?
That's a good word.
Thank you. So I want to do this thing where I train like an NBA player for 31 days straight. And then I play one-on-one against a really great player. I have to say, I think you're a pretty great player.
Like, if you want to play me after that,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay, sweet. I'll train for 31 days.
Yeah, you can.
I'll record the whole thing. I'll send you. I'll
can trade
like
for
send
3 months.
selfies of like middies, me in special gyms, me coming out to Boston to play with your guys secretly
Do it.
without,
Do it.
you know. Okay. Dude, we were friends. We were great friends just a second ago.
I'm telling you, I would love to do this.
It would be friendly.
Would it?
You're 6'9".
Okay.
I can't be. I would have.
It would
to
be friendly to a point.
Yeah.
If you get a few buckets, like game face.
Well, what's hard about you, and I brought this up with Jovi because we were talking about this idea. You're big bodied.
Yeah,
You're big bodied.
I'm pretty.
You're getting bigger bodied too as time goes on.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Like, I'm a hefty guy.
Yeah.
I could move you.
I weigh right now 197.
Okay, like you could give a fight for a little bit.
Yeah. I'll hold in there, but if you're doing like,
There's gonna be a point where I just like.
but here,
I find a groove.
what if we did 3 dribbles?
So I can find a groove pretty quickly
Okay.
at 3 dribbles.
Damn. All right.
The thing is like my bag is not really explored. I don't really show the bag off, but I think I could get.
Well, I'm gonna train for
Do it.
not right after this because I'm actually doing something else, but I'm gonna train for 31 days and I'm gonna hit you up and fly out to Boston and
Please.
we'll do it.
Please.
You sure?
Or California, either or.
Okay.
I'm all ears. Well, shake. Here. Right.
He has huge hands.
Yeah, I know, I see your hand, bro.
You palm a ball pretty easy.
I can palm a ball with 2 fingers. I can do it like this. That's crazy. It's actually like my coolest. Like
I can palm a ball with like all
I can't
5.
spin a ball on my finger though. That's actually like my kryptonite. My dad always told me bench warmers spin fingers on the ball on their fingers, and so I never wanted to learn how to do it.
It's true. I saw a video, I think, of the Orlando Magic on their Instagram page, seeing which player could spin the ball.
It's a hard.
And nobody really could.
It's a hard thing. I think like you have to be a good point guard in high school. I think they're pretty good at it. Just a generic white dude's typically pretty good at it.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah, white dudes that play baseball can spin a basketball.
yeah, I was about to say like dual sport athletes in like a country town or like really
Yeah. Midwest.
Midwest. Alex Caruso could probably spin a ball really well.
Oh,
with his finger.
yeah. Who can't spin a ball, you think? Because I'm going with somebody for sure.
I don't think Joel could do it well. Joel
Joel can't do it, yeah.
I don't think he could do it well. Maybe like a Julius Randle might not be able to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the most skilled player in the league that couldn't spin a ball on his
Julius
finger.
Randle.
I think it'd be Julius Randle.
RJ Barrett could.
RJ Barrett
could.
he was so big time where he was taking the photos. You have to think of like low level recruits that are like sort of good in the league now. I'm trying to get through this. Chemezi Metu, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, he would struggle. You have to avoid the guard position.
Yeah.
It has to be a big.
Do you have hatred for a team? Do you like, is there a team in the NBA where you're like, I just am not, especially if it's like a Spurs sort of rivalry sort of thing?
I don't think it's a Spurs rivalry thing, but I sort of hate the Rockets.
Yeah.
I don't like the Rockets at all. I don't like what the organization's about.
Houston just
Good player,
exploded after you said that.
good players just go there to die. I think Houston's a beautiful city. I think they're like a great sports town or like becoming one, and their basketball team's just holding them back.
Do you think the Toronto Raptors should be in the
United States?
Yeah.
No. I like the international travel. I think it puts some people in some like rough positions sometimes. Like you have to think ahead. You have to be like, yep, I have my visa for Canada.
Have you seen Canada on the map?
It's huge.
Dude, it's huge and there's like nothing. I want to go out there.
I want to go to like the middle of nowhere, Canada. I want to see I don't actually want to see a polar bear, but I sort of want to see a polar bear.
So you're going north.
I want to go north.
Do you know? Oh, here, quick question. Who owned Alaska before we bought? Who did we
Russia.
buy Alaska from? Okay, you're a goat.
Russia.
Yeah.
It was 10 cents per mile. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you sign the contract?
I know some world history. I know some world history.
I got another question.
Okay.
What's the
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah. What's the saltiest?
Dead Sea.
Damn.
Like what? I know what you're going at here. I know what you're going.
Oh
at.
my gosh.
You can't catch me off guard right now.
Name every ocean.
Oh wow, that caught me off guard a little.
And I'm not gonna say the amount.
I know there's 7.
Okay.
Pacific, Atlantic. Those are the 2 major. Mediterranean, No, Mediterranean Sea is not one. The Mediterranean. That might be the Red Sea. There's the Red Sea. There's
Okay,
the
there's those things.
Is there Oceanic?
The fact that you even know the like seas is just impressive.
I could, if you gave me a map, I could circle where some of
Indian Ocean,
and then Arctic. No,
Yeah.
There's not 7 oceans. There's 5.
There's 5 oceans, 7 continents.
Yep, that's.
Dude,
I caught myself off there.
helping each other.
Is it Oceanic? Is it the Oceanic?
Oceanic Ocean. That's a cool ass name. That's a cool name.
No, I don't think. I think it might actually be the Mediterranean.
Gonna have to pull it up. Pull it up, Jamie.
Hey, you had me at 7.
Dude, I didn't want to challenge him because I'm like, he sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
I thought I knew the seas pretty well, but like, I'm fighting here.
So the five oceans.
Indian, Arctic, Atlantic, Pacific,
One more.
Mediterranean.
Southern.
Why? Let's be a little bit more broad,
Right?
Like, what? Like, come on, fellas.
Do you think Antarctica is actually there, or are they capping?
I think the world might be flat. They hide a lot there, dude.
Dude, you're about to get Kyrie Irving'd.
They hide. I don't say I think the world is flat. But
You just said it.
But there's a chance it's
There's a
flat.
chance.
There's a chance.
I can
it's flat.
agree.
Like
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it exactly.
Yeah.
I think they're onto like a thing with the people who are like, yeah, the world's flat. I think they might be onto something.
Plus, like, how is the basketball court flat if
exactly.
the Earth isn't
the curve thing?
round?
The curve thing, like that can be fixed around. That's my mindset completely with this. Is like it could be mixed around a little bit.
Dude, shout out. We're gonna leave that in. That was a great cough. Play it 3 more times.
I try to keep the vampire in.
Vampire?
The dab. Try to keep it it's called a vampire cough, so you don't spread it.
Oh, you're teaching me things.
You never learned that's like that was like a second grade thing for me.
Is this bad to do?
I don't think it's bad. You're trying to limit the spray, but like I don't think it's being as effective.
If I'm
Yeah,
home
it's just
alone,
coming out of this shirt right here.
if I'm home
not
alone,
covering
are you covering?
No,
'Cause I'm not.
No,
Yeah.
this is my
Okay.
house.
Yeah,
Like
I'm gonna pass it to myself.
Yeah, like what are you?
You get sick often? Or you got a strong immune system?
The thing is like I have a strong immune system to
Okay.
a point, and then like it just collapses on me at one point. Like there's always one time a year where I'm like, wow. Actually, this year, no, it did happen this year. I had pneumonia and COVID at the same time.
Dude, I mean, that's two
that
pretty
was-
serious things.
That was super.
You did great.
That was hard. That was a fight.
How long were you sick?
2 weeks.
Dude, the title of this podcast is Otto Landrum.
I did my last oral final for my
Oral.
pause. My oral presentation final for my like Beyond Earth class. It's some weird class. I did it with like a strep throat, but I had a swollen uvula, and so like my mouth was like completely covered by my uvula. So I had this like super Darth Vader-esque voice. It was the craziest thing ever.
I have a pretty it's a good memory, but also a bad memory. I did medical school for a little bit, and I went to this elementary school, and I was testing kids' sight, hearing,
The beep test, the couple.
yeah. And I went in their ears, like, tell me when you don't hear it anymore.
Yeah.
And every kid would pass, and then there would be that one kid that comes up, and I'm like, you can't hear that? I'm like, no. And I'd do it in the other ear, and they'd be like, I hear it in that one. And then I'd go back to the other ear, and they're like, I can't hear that. And I'm like, this is a horrible job. I don't want to tell the kid he can't really hear. Like, his hearing's bad. Like,
That's
and then I have to write down fail.
Like,
I'm
that's
like, this is a kid.
That's a hard, and like that's something they can't do
They didn't
anything
ask
about.
for it.
They didn't want that.
They didn't ask for it.
No.
Sight's okay because I know people have bad sight. You have 20/20?
No, I'm actually pretty blind. I'm pretty sure.
Do you know your
No, I just have glasses. Like that's the thing. Like I got the prescription, but
just have 'em.
I don't memorize the prescription.
I wear blue light glasses.
I thought about the blue light glasses wave, but like that's just sort of too much to do to like just like scroll through TikTok because that's all I'm really gonna deal with. Blue
Dude, look
light
at this.
glasses on.
Turns the blue light off on my phone.
That's the nerd-esque. That's like a little geeky.
Yeah, it is. I
That's-
can't. You know what? You're right.
That's a little.
He's right.
Like let's fix.
Being a nerd's cool though.
I think being a nerd is more in than ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
by far.
Yeah.
You can be like you're like
What's the 21 Jump Street, that comedy movie? Remember when what's his name is going to school and he's wearing the one arm?
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
is wearing
What's
the
his
one
name?
arm.
That was so disrespectful. Shout out Channing. And he's wearing the one arm, and then all the cool kids are wearing the double.
Yeah,
That's where we moved.
I like that.
You got to be doubled.
I'm a double guy personally.
Yeah.
I've always been a double guy. I used to be the strap too. Used to be the double and the click it in.
Well, you're a hooper.
It was not even with, it was with the school bags.
Did you ever have like one of those Buzz Lightyear small ones? Were you that guy?
Senior year of high school, I had a Frozen backpack with Elsa and Anna
Shout out you
and
though.
Olaf and Sven.
6'9" guy with an Olaf backpack.
Oh, I still use it to this day. It's my gym bag.
That's very. I do have to say though, it's still Hooper-esque. Hoopers,
You just wear
they have
whatever.
kitty bags.
You just gotta have swag.
Yeah,
I think that's the biggest thing with being a hooper.
yeah,
If you don't have swag and confidence, like what are you doing?
true. Swag.
Soldier Boy really did something with that.
Soldier Boy, Drake. Soldier Boy made Drake. That's what he's saying.
I could get behind it.
What rappers you locking in with? Who's your top? Who you like?
Right now, like it's just a very big, like you have to determine on my mood, but like okay, let's like go through this here. All time, Action Bronson 1.
Crazy pick, and I like it, bro. Why you gotta do me like that?
Yeah, that's a great song. I'll go with him. Oh, he's good. I'll go Doom. He's really good. I like listening to him. Food is probably one of my favorite projects. Chance the Rapper, young Chance the Rapper was really,
Acid rap,
Acid Rap. 10 Day was really good.
Cocoa Butter Kisses.
10
crazy.
Day 2, his unreleased album was really good. Or Acid Rap 2, my fault.
Were you on SoundCloud
I'm a SoundCloud warrior.
still?
Still.
Few. There's a few left.
Lil Yachty right now is a big one for me, and then her name's like Kalani, or not Kalani, Kalahi,
So you're in your feels right now.
Kalahi. Oh, one second, let me look. She's good. Let me go on SoundCloud. She's on
No worries.
SoundCloud. She's a good.
So it's not Kalani though.
No, it's not Kalani. It's Caribou.
Caribou 5.
Caribou.
Never heard it.
Detroit rap. Detroit rap. She's the best rapper out right now.
Detroit Pistons are not the best.
Oh, they're pretty bad. I really like rooting for them though.
Yeah.
When they were losing games, I was rooting for them to lose still. Is that negative? I don't think it is. Like, I feel like it was just sort of more of a let's see how many games they can lose sort of thing in a row. Like, because they're bad.
Yeah.
You throw Kevin Knox in at a starting position, like,
Damn.
that's a bad squad.
Yeah, but his last name has a K in it. Like a silent K, right? So
Kevin Knox, yeah.
yeah, so he should start.
He-
If you have a silent letter, you're different.
I could actually like a silent Y or like a silent W. Those are cool ones.
Okay.
Like
I just had to check.
X is a cool letter to have, like a silent, like P is a cool.
You don't really
silent
see
letter.
X's in names.
No.
Alexander, maybe.
Max,
Oh, damn, you do see it. Alexander and Max. Who else though?
Dax,
Yeah, but
Jackson.
CK.
I knew a Jackson in elementary school.
He probably played football.
Yeah,
Sounds-
no,
No.
super nerd. Dad worked for NASA, and he won the science fair because he had like some like fucking solar panel bullshit. And I was in 5th grade, and I did I watered a plant for a month with like different types of water, and I came in 3rd, and he came in 1st, and I was pissed that he came in 1st because I
Dang.
was like, he had like real technology.
I always wanted to win class projects. I was never. If there was a class project where each period went up against each other as well, where it's like you're gonna pick the best in class, and then each period's gonna also vote on who was the best in the whole school.
And
I always wanted to be like, we did the best one.
I feel like that would be so sick. It's just like winning a class, like being valedictorian's actually like a pretty badass thing to me now. And not when I was in high school, I was like, oh, that guy's lame. But like now, I'm like, oh,
I wonder where that
You're
kid's
sick.
at that you and your best friend from Colorado bullied. Where do you think that kid's at?
Farmer.
Oh, Farmer? That's his last name?
Yeah,
Deserved it.
He might be I think he does BMX now.
That's actually really sick.
Yeah, I think he used to do BMX and like skateboarding stuff when we were in. I haven't really kept up to it with him.
You should check on him.
I should actually.
Sure he's doing all right.
I should take.
After everything that's going on right now.
I haven't thought about Farmer since 8th grade.
Well,
I might need to go check on.
He's
Andrew
still
Farmer.
kicking.
I should check on him.
Check on him. Check on your homies. You check on your homies?
I check on my homies quite frequently.
Sweet. Your homie is in a bad breakup. Are you there for him?
Oh yeah, of course.
Sounded.
The thing is, like, my homies are back in Cali.
Oh,
So like, there's only so much I can do, and I'm not sitting on
Yeah.
FaceTime with you for like 3-4 hours, dude. Like I got some. Other
that's borderline.
like
you know,
why am I talking? Like there's no substance going on here.
men don't talk for long on the phone
No,
unless you're gaming.
No, when I'm with my buddy Gage, we can talk for a little bit, but it's over the same topic for maybe 20 minutes. Like we're not switching topics.
I have a best friend named Bailey, and I don't know. Sometimes our phone calls can run about 50 minutes if we start just shooting out ideas.
Me and my dad, that happens a lot. We'll like be talking, and it'll be like 50 minutes. I'll be like, wow, like we talked about a lot in this amount of time, but not any subject for a really long time. He just kept bringing up different things.
You have a close relationship with your dad and your mom?
Yeah, I'm pretty close with both of them. They're great people, so I just like being around them.
Love it. Well, they created a great kid, man.
Yeah, well, they're great people.
Sweet. Do you have a stepdad as well?
Yes, I have a stepdad, stepmom. I have the whole 9 yards.
So you get like multiple Christmases.
The Christmases that I had, my parents, when they got divorced, my dad moved right next to my mom. So like, here's my mom's house, here's my dad's house. So it was a really weird dynamic because my like mom and dad were still like really good friends.
Cool.
So like I had a pretty like it was like a pretty cool divorce.
So you had 2 bedrooms though? Or did you kind of stick with one and then just went over?
At my dad's house, I slept in the same bed with him till I was like 12.
Heard.
Because
I was waiting for you to say 19.
It was one
That'd be
bedroom. But I would sleep in my mom's house. I had my own room.
I feel like we're supposed to sleep with our kids. We're the only animal that doesn't sleep with our young.
Yeah,
We
when
put
they're
them in
really
little
young.
things and we wake up multiple times through the night to check on them. But I guess there's a thing where can't you roll over on them?
yeah, that's like I would probably
See, this is why I gotta think through things. If I had a kid, I would have that like thought process, and then I'd be like, let me not suffocate.
The thing is like I don't understand the nursery thing. Like just throw them in my room.
True.
Like that would
Set their
just make
bed.
my life so much easier, you know?
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah.
You'd be a good dad.
That's like my goal is to be like a good pops. Like I want to be able to tell my kids some stories and like have them have a blast growing up.
You think you'll tell them the UFO stories, or will you kind of shield them from the aliens that you've seen?
The thing is, the aliens I've seen it's hard to get behind like what the stories are. Like I don't think people would really ever be like, oh, he's seen UFOs.
You got a story? You got an actual story? UFO
Me
story?
and my friends
Okay.
are like driving. There's this thing called Garden of the Gods. It's in Colorado, Manitou Springs, Colorado. Beautiful, like not man-made, but like nature-made, like mountain sculpture things. They're beautiful. And above it, we're driving. It's pretty like nowhere-ish. And over it's just a bunch of flashing lights, and we're like, oh, like just police. And then like they just disappeared really quickly. And we were like, that's weird. Like that's not normal.
Yeah.
And that's why like I'm like there's aliens.
And you all saw the same thing?
We all saw the same thing.
I believe you.
We all saw the same
Yeah.
thing.
I've had a very similar experience where it involved a huge like flying bright light, and then we literally saw it like contort and then just go super far. And it was me, my friend Kyle, my friend Jeremy, and all at the same time we just started screaming.
I would shit myself.
Yeah.
I was really nervous when it happened, but I thought it was just like a police helicopter. But a police helicopter wouldn't be above Garden of the Gods. That was
If you got arrested, why are you getting arrested? Gotta ask.
my favorite internet like video on the internet right now is Lil Yachty's cousin going, I would get a BBL when he said you would do that. That's the funniest thing. But that's just what I was thinking of. Arrested for robbery? I think
You'd rob somebody? You're robbing people?
I'm going straight to a bank, dude.
Oh, you're robbing the
I'm going
Currency
big time. Like, I'm not going out on some like petty theft bullshit.
yeah. You're robbing the government.
Like, I'm going big time.
What if they're like, hey man, we don't keep real money at banks anymore, dude. It's all online.
I'm stealing some crypto. Like, I'm getting a Bitcoin
True.
out of this.
You got Bitcoin?
No.
You got anything? Ethereum?
I wanna invest in gold.
Okay.
I think that's a good investment.
Sweet. I don't know.
Like, I feel like at some point
Sounds
the
good.
US dollar is going to crash and I'm going to be like, yep, I have gold.
I have the only thing that's worth anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. Damn. Well, we should buy some gold.
I think it's a good investment.
Well, dude, we ran 1 hour, 22 minutes, man.
Oh.
I really, I like you.
This is a great
Yeah.
conversation.
Appreciate it. I really like you, bro.
This
You're
is
cool.
a great time.
Yeah.
This is a great time.
Sweet.
Sweet.
And when I train for 31 days straight and I'm knocked down, just know I know what I have to do to possibly beat you, and I'm going to lean into it for sure.
You can lean into it as much as you want. I don't think
Okay.
you will.
I love it.
Okay.
All in good fun.
For a little bit.
Yeah. I say that now, but as soon as I start,
I feel like it'll get a little competitive.
yeah. I'm going to have to fly back out too.
Good city.
Yeah. Boston or Cali. I'll meet you anywhere, anytime.
Albuquerque.
Heard? That's a funny thing. If you do you have a message for anybody at home?
Hi, Mom.
You heard
How
it
are
here
you?
first. Dude, you added the how are you? I like that.
Yeah.
Like, she's a
Yeah.
good lady.
Can I call my mom? Will you say hi to her?
Yeah, I'll say
Okay.
hi, Mom.
We'll end it on this note. She has no idea. My mom hates being on this kind of stuff, so just be ready for her reaction. She's like, "What?"
I'm glad. I'll talk to her for a second.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna be able to listen to her.
Okay, we're calling mom. My mom.
What a lady.
She's amazing, bro.
I
She's
bet
an Italian. She's an Italian woman who is not afraid to like.
Let you.
She'll love you, but she'll yell at you.
I like it.
Hey, mom.
Hey,
Hey, so I have this guest on the show right now. He just wants to say something to you really quick. Okay, mom.
all right.
Hey, hi, Mom. How are you doing? Like, how are you doing today? Good.
Bro's visiting my mom.
Just talking to you. How are you doing? What do you do today?
I really didn't do much today. Brant will tell you that. That's my everyday. I don't do too much, but I did shop today.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a fun time.
Magic game.
Oh, okay.
Just won in overtime
That's a
No
good game to
way.
win.
against the Hawks.
That's a good game to win.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's a great
Trae
time.
Young.
That's a great day.
And then now we're in bed.
That's a blast. I think that's a perfect day right now. Early bedtime?
Always.
I like that. Well, I'm gonna hand you back here.
Why was this so scary for me?
Okay, right here. Here you go.
Just a handsome guy.
Otto Landrum just said hi to my mom. Guys, if you made it this far, make sure you like and subscribe. I love all of you. This is the wet slap. Otto Landrum. We'll run that 1v1 eventually.
One day.
Yeah. Love you, brother. Appreciate
Love
it.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right.
All right.
That was nuts, dude.